It's always an interesting moment when you put your hand up and go, I'm going to establish a new branch of engineering, because most of the people just look at you and go, have you lost your mind? And the answer was, well, of course I have. But for me, there is something terrifying about being the only person doing it, and there is something utterly liberating about it too. At multiple points in the last 250 years, a technology came along that went to scale. The steam engine becomes the railway. The mainframe becomes the internet. The light bulb becomes the grid. And in each one of those moments, those technical systems demanded we behave differently. We are moving into a world where the possibility of things being genuinely artificially intelligent is real. And I look at this moment in time and I look at artificial intelligence and I think, there is a technology that is going to go to scale. It will be in everything. Autonomous vehicles, drones, smart grid, a lift. But there's no one actually saying we need to build a whole new branch of engineering to accommodate this. Devastatingly simple, ridiculously ambitious. So for 3 years now, we've run an experimental education program, and it's that physical object in the built world that is the piece of work that we are most interested in, cyber-physical systems. Not simply an algorithm, but an algorithm that propels a physical object into some kind of action. We've spent time on the Great Barrier Reef with scientific equipment that runs autonomously. We've spent time in the autonomous mines in Western Australia, the largest deployment of autonomous vehicles on the planet. And then we're trying to think about what are the big questions that underpin it. Why are you doing this? What are you trying to do? How are you going to do that? Because I think asking questions, whilst it can be difficult, is a way about opening up the possibilities. You should think about what people cared about and feed them into the innovation process. What we're doing is creating a set of practitioners and a set of practices that will allow us to scale technology in a way that is responsible and sustainable and safe. I used to joke a lot that one of my secret superpowers in Silicon Valley was being Australian. And I think one of the things that really characterises a lot of Australian innovation is that it's surprisingly simple, but also surprisingly sophisticated. I got to know as a little girl that I was living in a place that was the oldest occupied place on the planet, where people have been building technical systems for at least 20,000 years, and where those technical systems were extraordinary. Not only were they innovative, they were sustainable. They understood both the technical and the human and the ecological, and they were built into the landscape. So for me, when I think about what it means to imagine building technology now, those are all the lessons I want to carry forward. That's going to be my life's journey.